Welcome, everyone. Um, Today, of course, is our Distance Reiki Share community, and we join from all over the world. And I'm saying this because we do post this on YouTube every Thursday, by the way. And so on our Reiki Lifestyle channel. Today, we are actually wrapping up, I think this is our 6th week of the discussion around manifesting your dreams and using Reiki for that. So we started off with the first week about, even discovering what those are again, even activating just the receiving of the dream, thinking about your dreams, and releasing blocks that might be in the way of discovering what your dreams are. And by dreams, I'm talking about manifestation of dreams, not nighttime dreams. The nighttime dreams can share about the daytime dreams, but we're not doing dream interpretation, is what I mean. So anyway, we talked about discovering your dreams. Then we went through weeks of specifically looking at areas in your life about your dreams. So going in and using Reiki to discover, listen around, pay attention to your dreams for your spiritual life. We looked at your personal life and your physical health. What are your dreams for your relationships? What are your dreams for your finances? And then we finished up, I think it was last week, with job, career, and business. So more than anything, what we do with these every week is we discuss the topic. So we're doing usually about a month long. This time we did 6 weeks of a particular topic. And for that topic, we have a discussion around it. And then we always do a Reiki guided meditation journey to go deeper into that topic. And then, of course, for those who stay, we go into breakout rooms and share Reiki with each other. So anyway, today, what we are doing is kind of wrapping up that whole 6 weeks series. And the series is always going to be posted on our YouTube channels and our podcast channels. So you can follow them and you can go back to them. Today has been a really interesting one for me. This whole topic has been interesting for me because I feel like I'm a person who's always had a lot of clarity around my dreams and what they are and living them. And so it was interesting with this topic that, Robin really brought it to our attention that it's like we'd kind of disconnected from what that even was. Like, what are my dreams? And going back to the awareness of the power of reconnecting within yourself and moving beyond kind of the societal expectations, which sometimes those are guiding, but going deeper to what is it that is your inner truth and your dreams. And then the practicalities of sometimes you have to let go of old things around it. Reiki helps you do that. Reiki will help you release with the things that hold you back, limiting beliefs. Sometimes those limiting beliefs are experiences from this lifetime, what we call your culturally created self. And then other times it could even be from ancestral histories. Those can even be from soul injuries, such as in past lives, etc. So we always do some letting go in the journey. There's always the opportunity to let go cords, connectors, layers that hide your inner truth from you. So we've been doing that about what's in the way, what are the limiting beliefs about manifesting your dreams, discovering them, implementing them, action with them, what are the practicalities of them. And then we always go into bringing the Reiki energy in to fill you with that life force energy that activates your inner truth within you so you can hear you be clear, because manifesting your dreams includes practicalities, timing, things like that. So there's a lot around it because we're human and we live within, we're subject to time and space, except in our daydreams and our dreaming and our going to our imagination to even receive what we want to manifest. So what we always do in the journeys and what we always talk about is, how do you use Reiki energy to align you with your own clarity, your own voice, and whatever the subject is. Right now, we're focusing on manifesting your dreams, but all of these techniques with Reiki, the understandings of Reiki energy, how it works, what it does, how to use it, that applies to any topic in your life, really. And so in this case, today we're wrapping up this whole concept of manifesting. And so we have been really listening around it, like doing a lot of journeys on it. I've spent a lot of hours in kind of journeys, meditations, contemplation, thinking about it on the fly, just in receiving insight. So what I really came to understand is, with Reiki energy and a manifestation, it begins with alignment. It begins with being aligned with yourself, with the earth, with creation, having your system all aligned. And then the next awareness I came to is the energy that Reiki brings in and wakes up for manifestation is an awareness of attraction energy. So I've really been learning a lot about what is attraction energy, because we have like the experience of physical attractiveness. Well, that's one part of attraction energy. But attraction energy is actually part of life force. It's part of creation. The earth is an attraction planet. It attracts the energy to it. It even has gravity. Everything has an attraction with it. And so as we work with that attraction energy and alignment, then Reiki helps us also receive it. Because out of all the things, when we go into releasing what limits you, one of the number one things is going to be receiving. So, and that is actually, now that I think about it, when we were talking about the article that I wrote, it's receiving the answers to your prayers. That's what it is receiving. Because you have discernment about what you want to attract and what you want to receive. What does that even mean to you? What is that for you? And so that's why that alignment is so powerful and helpful, because you're not all over the place. You're aligned. Your system is in alignment. The earth and creation and our physical bodies live in a rhythm. We live in the rhythm of the earth. We live in the seasons and the cycles of the earth, and we live in the moon and the sun and the solar system. We live in this energy and this rhythm. So when we are aligned with that, and a lot of times people feel out of alignment, and one of the teachings I remember years ago was that because of artificial lights, people got out of alignment. And that became a pretty common topic and belief system. And what I was shown by spirit and working with the rhythm of the mountains where we live that Robin was talking about, and living with the rhythm of the earth, it said, we can't be out of alignment. We can only believe we are out of alignment with the earth. We are subject to the alignment of the earth, regardless of whether we believe it or not. So the belief system is the part that can be a challenge. You can be scattered. Like right now, there's so much attention everywhere, so many places that are, grabbing our attention, my attention. And I can feel very scattered and out of alignment. So how do I get back? How do I get into that flow that then actually brings clarity within me so I can listen within and hear myself and actually go into my inner truth about my daily life, what I want to manifest. Sometimes it's, what do I want to just manifest in the next hour? And then sometimes 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 3 months from now, next month, etc. So how we use Reiki energy then, because Reiki has so many tools to give us access to the energy, the life force energy. It's already aligned with the rhythms. It's already in alignment with attraction energy. It already has receiving. So as we receive the Reiki, as we activate it just with intention, it actually aligns our body because we're made of it too. We are life force energy. It's what our bodies are. Our beliefs can cause us to feel that we're separate from that. Our beliefs can cause us to feel that we are out of alignment, out of place. Definitely can feel that way sometimes. So anyway, that's what we are going to do today in the journey, is we are actually going to journey to let go of the river of life and go back to the field of possibilities where you're actually going to receive that alignment. And the receiving word is a huge piece of it. And that's why when I remember that article about receiving the answers to my prayers, to our prayers, what I've been shown by Spirit is that part of our training in spirituality from the age of the outside authority is that there was always an intermediary between us and receiving the truth, and certainly receiving our own truth. So what Reiki is doing is actually activating you within you, and there is no longer a necessary intermediary between you and what you believe and what is your inner truth. And so receiving, in my experience, both in my own life and as a practitioner, is probably one of the most suppressed capabilities I see in people. For me, I have spent over 20 years actively teaching myself to receive, like consciously with intention, getting better at receiving. Because, like many of you will shake your heads yes with it, I was always an overgiver. I still like giving, so this is not about not doing that. I was always an overgiver. And if people asked me if I needed help, I would say, oh no, I've got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I can do it. And I didn't know how to receive help. I didn't know how to receive compliments. I didn't know how to receive gifts easily. I was always super awkward with it. And so that is when I received a message from Kuan Yin, who's the Eastern goddess of mercy and compassion. She's much greater than that, and also often um, has other gender roles too. But anyway, Kuan Yin talked to me about receiving, and she said, you know, if you only give, you are leaving behind, you're blocking half of creation energy, because creation works through the giving and the receiving. So from that point on, I realized I had to actually train myself to get good at receiving. So that was step one. Then in this case, thinking about manifesting your dreams, you receive, you move into that alignment, and we're going to actually use Reiki techniques for that. We're going to do some Reiki techniques for that. But also, so we go into the alignment, move into the receiving, and then the attraction energy that helps us actually manifest. In that attraction energy is wisdom. In the alignment, we go from the earth all the way to the creation force of wisdom, the energy of wisdom. Because then wisdom is going to give us inner truth and clarity around what we want to manifest, what we plan to manifest, what the realities of those manifestations are, the clarity of your priorities. And then the next piece with it is it takes you into kind of a new, authentic version of action. Because action, we often think, oh, I have to set a goal, take action, and accomplish it by this time, which that's true too. So I'm not negating that need, and that ultimately many of the things that you want to manifest do come down to taking some type of physical action to set a goal. But it's not always, because with Reiki, it might be that what you want to manifest is a way of being or thinking or believing or feeling or enjoying life, or any of the emotional or spiritual aspects of you too, or the mental aspects of you. Could be that you want to manifest a greater access to your imagination and childlike wonder, or any other dream that you could have. So the other thing that Reiki does is it actually gets you in touch with what is the truth of your authentic actions. Like what are they actually? Because your authentic actions might be different than what society tells you they should be. Sometimes the best action is to just be in the flow and receive and wait for it to come. Other times, the alignment with authentic action is like really taking specific action, movement, priority, get it done, put it on a list, and accomplish it. And then sometimes it's learning to just be in the natural flow of manifestation. It's not waiting and it's not taking aggressive action, unless it is. It is that allowing yourself to be in alignment with the timing, with the energy of it. One of the times that I really dialed into this was actually, I came back from Japan in one of my first trips over there teaching on Mount Karama. And I came back in this just amazing alignment. And my mom had passed away, so I had a lot of things to actually do about that for, settling her estate. Robin was like 8 months pregnant and all kinds of things and work and everything. And I remember moving into alignment. And I remember moving into making the choice to make the easiest choice and making that decision, like I'm going to take the easiest path. Then later I heard the quote given to me and it made sense to me. I don't know if it does to everybody else, but the path of least resistance is a valid path. And I think that came into me because sometimes it feels like, well, you have to pick the hard way. Oh, Robin and I were just having that discussion the other day about, do we have to, what is that belief system about picking the hard way? And so anyway, action and Reiki can help you settle into what is your authentic action. Is there even an authentic action? Sometimes, like you might think that you feel stuck, but actually you're not really stuck. It's just appropriate to stand still. It's not always action, isn't always movement. Action sometimes is clarity and stay still for a while. So that's the other thing that Reiki can help you do. It can help you move into a more natural flow with manifestation. So that goes back to that alignment again. As you stay in that alignment or allow yourself to be in the alignment, then it can make it easier to be in that natural flow. So then what we're going to do today, we're going to do a big, a whole journey on it, but also for you in your daily life, like how can you get to that alignment? Because sometimes for me, it's just taking that moment to let the energy come up and come down. And I do that on the fly. I think about it on the fly. Sometimes I feel out of alignment and I need to just let Reiki do that for me. I need to let it come in, do its thing, just like, hey, come take whatever this is and bring me back to alignment. And so sometimes it's even just a quick thought like that. Then other times you'll hear us in the invocations in this and in the journeys really working with that tree of life and how that alignment just is balanced and strong and stable, the energy of that. And it's okay, like, if the energies that you're working with have their own definition for you. They don't have to have the same names or energy that we talk about. It's you finding how it works for you. So the alignment can be received through self-Reiki. You can do self-Reiki. You can even go down your chakras. For those of you that can't see what I'm doing, I'm moving one hand like up above my crown and then to my third eye, down to my throat, then stair stepping with my hands all the way through my chakras. I also do the soul star beneath me and going into the earth, allowing that energy to come back up, go above my crown through the soul star and the energy coming through. So I imagine that. Or I actually physically place my hands on all of those locations. I do self-Reiki consciously, and then also I do self-Reiki whenever it just whatever I'm doing in the moment. Like I'll do self-Reiki while I'm watching TV, falling asleep, waking up, middle of the night, on the fly for a length of time. So, inviting the Reiki energy to flow through that alignment, like imagine the energy of the earth rising up through you, going out beyond your soul star, the energy of the heavens coming back through you. And again, you can do that quickly. And then notice how the receiving and the alignment of that starts to open you to what you think of as synchronicities, guidance. I was talking to William earlier, and he was talking about happy coincidences, and that was for him, it's like, oh, these happy coincidences are happening. And so, staying open to noticing them, what they are. You can do journaling, you can do automatic writing. And then the other one that came in last week, it was so funny, it came in the journey last week, was the realization of through all of this, what Yusui said was use the Reiki ideals and it will align you. Just for today, let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, be filled with gratitude. Just for today, be devoted to your life's work. Just for today, be kind. And so, as I said at the beginning of all of this, I just have been really, really listening around this. And then the Reiki ideals came in and it cracked me up because it was like, of course. So I love it because also it's just an example of so often we can forget the tools that we actually have. So the awareness that I want to leave plenty of time for the meditation. So I just want to share that, that part of what this is in wrapping up this whole series of, I think it's 6 weeks of manifesting your dreams, is just realizing how powerful of a being you are. You are in constant co-creation with the universe. Reiki is a bridge that helps you align with the energy, receive the attraction. use the attraction, know what it is, have clarity. And that you don't really have to force your outcomes. You align with that divine attraction, align with receiving, and then the clarity around your actions and what it is that you want to manifest, clarity around what do you actually want to manifest, and what's the scoop with all of that, the practicalities of it too. So we're naturally designed, your consciousness is naturally designed to attract, and also to attract what is in harmony with your soul's truth, your inner truth, your own inner authority. And then finally, Reiki is a living energy that helps us move into flow, align with creation, and trust your path ahead. So I don't have any idea what I just said about it all, but it sounded good in the moment. So we'll see. Sometimes, I don't know, it just starts coming through. And so, all right, thanks. And so Robin, do you wanna?
I just wanted to say to completely switch subjects, I'm so sorry because that was
Oh
really
my
nice.
goodness.
Is that we've had quite a few people that didn't receive the Zoom link for this morning. We've been manually emailing them. We did just have some updates within our email servers, and Kajabi sometimes, which is where we send our mail from, sometimes does this. So check your spam, check your promotions, check your updates, check your social folders to see if you got them, even if you have already been receiving them this whole time. Sometimes when there's those changes on there, it can, our emails can kick them into different folders, which I'm very grateful for in the overall picture of things. But when it's one of those things that happens for the emails that I actually want to receive, it can be a little frustrating. So if you do find it in one of those folders, and I'm saying this on the recording for anybody that listens later and joins us from time to time. But if you do find it in one of those folders, you may need to bring it into your primary inbox or add us to your contacts, as it might kick it into spam again. So we're going to go into the meditation, but after that's all over, and for some people it was fine. Others, yeah, we've been doing a lot of emails sending out the links. So that's what happened, and there's not much we can do about it from our end. So you'll have to go and add us as a contact. And thank you for your patience. And sorry about that. We're not switching emails servers or anything like that any time soon. So hopefully this only will happen this time. But like I said, sometimes when there's updates with, like, if you use Gmail, when there's updates with Gmail, they improve their spam filters and sometimes things go into spam. So I checked a lot of the people that didn't receive the Zoom link, and they didn't like get kicked off the list or anything like that. They're on there. It just probably went into a different inbox. So, all right. We have classes coming up. So March is Animal Reiki and April is Human Reiki. We teach all levels of ICRT Animal Reiki, all levels of Yusui Holy Fire Reiki, Karuna Reiki. And so you can go to our classes page, or calendar page to find our schedule of those. Colleen's teaching in-person Animal Reiki at Omega in May. That's in Rhinebeck, New York. You can find that on our website. And we have not opened the class yet, but one of the exciting things is that we will be teaching in-person Animal Reiki at the end of July in Oregon here. And we haven't quite opened registration yet, but that is opening soon, and we'll talk more about that when that happens.